If Kamala is calling in the British, she's in trouble. If she thinks people who believe mushy peas are a flavorful dish are going to connect with America's heartland and America's people, well, she clearly has the worst political instincts of anyone running for this office, and that includes a lot of stinkers. Joining us now for a reaction is Tiffany, Congressman from Wisconsin's fighting 7th District. Congressman, welcome back.
Join. The British are coming.
That's right. Well, they're coming under the guise of being volunteers. And again, this just seems so absurd that they're sending actual staffers from another government. Yes, allies, but imagine if the shoe were on the other foot. Imagine if another foreign government were flying their staffers over to help Donald Trump. The reaction would not be the same. Needless to say that.
So think of Viktor Orban was sending people here to help campaign in the United States. Javier Milei down in Argentina, who, by the way, is a model for a world leader at this point, saying, hey, let's give freedom to the people. Just think if people were coming in representing those governments, your colleagues in the mainstream media, they would be going bonkers right now. But also, let's remember one of the people who, you cited the War of 1812, wasn't one of the generals that turned the tide Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, who stood up against the elites. Many people say Donald Trump is most similar of all the presidents to Andrew Jackson. Maybe there really is a similarity. And just like Jackson, I think Trump is going to dispatch the British.
I think the American people certainly can do that, and the polling seems to show that the American people are rejecting the messaging out of Kamala's camp. But in what universe did Kamala's team look at this situation and say, yes, let's bring Labour Party officials from across the pond to now try and campaign to Americans? How did they think that the Labour Party of the UK would actually help Kamala and resonate with the American voter in these swing states? What calculation do you think that was?
Call for desperate measures. They're pulling out all the stops in every way possible because the message is not working. I mean, when you tell the American people you're going to continue the same policies as Joe Biden, then the American people have heard you, and you can see it in you can feel it in the energy in America. You can feel it in the energy in the rallies. I was at an event yesterday with Vice President in waiting, J.D. Vance, and you can just feel the energy across America, especially in swing states like Wisconsin here. And they are desperate at this point on the other side. They know Vice President Harris does not have the juice to get things across the finish line. And regardless of the surrogates that they bring in, whether Obama, Clinton, or the Labour Party, I don't think that's going to provide the answer in this election for the Democrats.
Well, speaking of that, too, I mean, your state is going to be very important in this election. How would a British Labour Party message resonate with voters in Wisconsin?
They're going to laugh at it. They're going to say, just stay home and fix your own problems that you've got on your own shores. No, people really don't like when they find out that there's intrusions like this by people who really don't understand our culture and our country and that are trying to tip the scales. It usually gets an adverse reaction, and the same will happen here. Wisconsinites are smarter and independent thinking enough that they're not going to fall for something like this.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.